welcome to our June episode of Silver Linings Talk Show. We are so thrilled to have Jamie Collins with us, the founder of Blue Iris Farm Rescue and Retreat. Jamie comes to us from a farming family, and she had built a photography business and spent many years homeschooling her children on a boat. I mean, come on, you can't make this story up, it's real. So she's here with us to share with us her latest passion, Blue Iris Farm. Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you, Lynn.
We're so thrilled to have you with us.
Yeah. Thank you for that introduction. I am so glad to be here. Blue Iris Farm Rescue and Retreat, it came from driving down the road with my daughter in the car. We're homeschooling, living on a boat, and I said, if you're to live in a house after living on a boat, where would you live? And she would say, no, no, no. And we came across a farm, and she said, there, I want to live on a farm.
Wow. Should we take a peek at what
Yes,
it might
I would
look
love to
at
share
so
it.
that when everyone's hearing about it, they can visualize
Ah, that would
the
be
beauty
lovely.
of it? Yes. Let's take a peek.
Yeah. So as we go through, can you share anything you'd like to share about Blue Iris Farm?
Absolutely. It's a place, it's 114 acres of pure magic. It's a place where people come and they spend time with the rescued animals, they get in with the rabbits. It's a place where people come and they hear their minds. It's quiet, there's ponds and streams, 85 acres of trails, and coming to the farm, we offer a date. We offer a time where people can come and have the most incredible experience with a loved one. You spend time with the goats. You really get to be mindful and hear yourself think. Couples always leave there saying to me it was the most creative and magical date they've ever been on.
Well, I see people laughing. I mean, so it must be funny to see the response that the animals have to the individuals too. Look at the fun they're having.
Absolutely. It's so great because I see that, people don't realize, when you come to our farm, the animals are out, they come outside of their fenced areas. The goats go for walks with you. The horses get let out into the fields. And the pig, Iris, she's a riot.
That's her name? Is that why it's Blue Iris Farm?
Yes,
Oh, I
Blue
love that.
is a mini zebu cow, and Iris is a spotted pig. And they are Iris is full of personality, and Blue is super shy.
And you also see that there's lots of family fun,
Yes, yes, we do.
starting with the youngins.
Yes, activities with the kids. We try to customize your visit, so that's why we're by appointment, because we want to make sure we're not inundated with people, and it's unique to you. Like if you have a special needs child, we try to make it special for your family. And I had a family that left saying they really felt their 23-year-old son on the spectrum said to his parents, he's never been on a four-wheeler. I took him for a four-wheeler ride, and he laughed and had the best time ever.
And I saw you had a teepee there. That looks special.
Yeah,
So you can customize your activities based
Absolutely.
on the family who's visiting. That's amazing.
yeah, we do picnics in the teepee, outside of the teepee, campfires. It's really, really special. And the animals, I feel like as much as we have rescued them, they rescue us.
And can you just tell us a little bit about how you've acquired the animals?
Absolutely. So during COVID, we had just bought the farm, and we realized there was a lot of families that were financially burdened and didn't know how to keep it up. And so a lot of the animals came to us because the people couldn't continue to keep the feed and the hay and everything going.
Wow. And so how does Blue Iris Farm maintain the funding and the funds to do all of that?
We have a couple different ways we do it. We have merchandise that we've made. It's actually really comfortable and beautiful, and all of the funding goes towards the animals, donations, and then we're going to do corporate sponsorships. But you can even donate $10 a month, and it's not like it goes right towards the feed and the care. Any little bit counts.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love
What a beautiful video that just gave us so many like snapshots
Thank you.
of what Blue Iris Farm looks like and can offer for families, for individuals, for couples, for events. And we could talk a little bit more about events too as we chat with you. So Jamie, we're so excited that you are here today in studio joining us. And certainly one of our first thoughts is like, you talked a little bit of how it got started with, during COVID time.
Yeah.
But what was kind of the story and the vision?
All right. Well, I am a firm believer in when you put things out there and you write it down and you visualize it, from journaling to actually vision boards. So I had created a vision board.
And we love vision boards here.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Good, good, good.
we've shared our own vision boards. We talk about vision boards.
So the vision board I created, it shows, it's a combination of spiritual, creative, and inspirational things that with a farm rescue, I didn't want it to be just the farm rescue aspect. I want it to be a place where it helps save our souls.
Oh, that's special. I love that so much.
And maybe can you look at your vision board and maybe like choose just a couple of things that really inspired you to put that on your vision board?
So right here is a labyrinth, and right now I have a woman that is so special to my heart, and she just took a course on creating labyrinths. And right by our teepee, we're creating a labyrinth, so people can do some mindful walking.
So awesome.
I know for myself, it's helped me. Art journaling and being creative in nature and gardening, that to me is so special. So we have there's 2 large fields that eventually will have gardening and that kind of work to do. So people that like to get out and plant and garden, they'll be doing that as well.
Nice.
And that's so healing too.
It is
Get down
so
in the
healing.
dirt, right?
Down in the dirt.
And
Down
the
in the dirt.
Other thing, because of COVID, a lot of times I feel, our minds take over. And so sitting with compassion. So here is some sayings that I had loved to put, and transition, because we all have to go inward, and we get the most out of life, and the most transitions happen sometimes in our darkest days.
Absolutely.
So that is my vision board, and I always encourage other people, if you're sort of in like a funk or you're not really sure, what you want next in life, creating a vision board, start writing things down that you're passionate about, because what you're seeing in that video you just witnessed came from a child driving down the road saying she wants a farm, me creating a vision board, and then just jotting things in my journal and here it's unfolding.
I think that's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
I see so many little components, but I'd love to ask you what, out of all of that, like what's your truly favorite part of your work at the farm?
Well, growing up throughout my 20s and 30s, I was always a fixer. I always wanted to help and fix people. Well, we know that you can't fix someone unless they want to be fixed.
Yeah.
So the helping of the animals, and then seeing people naturally show up at the farm, and sitting back and hearing from people that didn't know that they needed to be there say to me, I feel so good, and I feel like I can hear myself, and I feel like it's a natural way of me being able to help fix people that want to feel better about themselves and in their lives.
There's such a therapeutic aspect of being around animals, even the solitude of brushing
Oh, yeah.
You know, like a horse or just anything where it kind of allows you that quiet time to go inward, which is really beautiful.
Well, I think you said it so well when you said, you know, we rescued these animals, but
Yeah.
you feel like they're rescuing people now because it's kind of a reciprocal thing.
Absolutely.
And I really feel as though animals can be so in tune with that
Absolutely.
and feeling that gratitude.
Yeah.
They're giving back because they feel so grateful, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. And there's such a silver lining about that, hence silver lining.
Right.
Yeah.
During COVID, we had purchased this property because my photography business pretty much shut down because I'm an event photographer.
Okay.
And so I wanted to see what I could do to make an impact, and so the vision board started happening, and we bought this property, and all the pieces of the puzzle were coming together. 10 months in, we actually 9 months, we did a video, and in the video I said, as much as we're healing the animals, I feel like they're healing us. Fast forward a month later, my husband passed away on the ventilator from COVID. It was tragic, it was sudden, and it was like a tsunami just took over. And so in those moments, in those dark days, the animals and being there, they showed me compassion, empathy, and all the things that I really, really needed in those times of grief.
And it sounds like you really wanted to move forward, and maybe one piece is to continue to honor
Yes.
your
My
husband,
yeah.
in fulfilling the
Yeah.
vision, and that's just a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
that takes a lot of courage. So thank you for being the one that's
you.
making it happen for so many.
Well, I feel it's like I'm planting a seed, but I'm also inviting people, like the viewer, if you're sitting on your couch and you're watching this and let's say you don't have the money to donate, I love when people show up and donate their time or come up with something and become part of this, because there's so many elements. I'm one person, I can't do it all, and it's really boring to do life on your own. So it's important to create a community, and that's what we're doing at Blue Iris.
Beautiful. So what is a common held belief by others about Blue Iris Farm?
Well, so a lot of people, they know it right now as a rescue, and it's a place to come to be with animals. But what I really want to share with them as well is that it is a place that's so much more, because it speaks to your heart. And it really becomes a place that people feel centered, they feel connected, and it's all these things that I really wish for and hope for in this world of disconnect that we sometimes live in, is that we work together and we create a connection of mindfulness.
Yes.
Well, I think you just took care of both of those questions.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That was perfectly amazing, because that's what you want everyone to
Yeah.
know, and I think that's so
Thank you.
important. So you just made a comment about, like, you're the one person.
Yeah.
You're kind of at the top of this pyramid, and I know that you have, you know, a lot of other people involved, because when you were talking about the video, you were using the word we.
Yeah.
What does your typical day look like on
Yeah.
this farm? I'd love to see.
Absolutely. You know, I'm a mom of a 15-year-old daughter that's never been in school, and now she's a freshman in a school that she does ag, and she's really working hard to bring agriculture and talk about it and bring it all back to the farm of what she's learning.
That's so cool.
And my son, 17, same thing, works for the Farmer's Cow and does a lot of ag stuff. So the three of us together are a team. When my husband passed away and we were on dark days, my son came in and said, "Mom, the one thing Dad wants is for us to be a team." And so, like, thank you guys. So it's like really important that we create a community, that it's not just three of us, but today, like a day in the life of Jamie and Aiden and Brianna on the farm, we do it all. Like, I have a daughter that hops in the tractor and she's moving, she moved a shed the other day and she's building a house for the bunnies. And then my son is clearing paths in the wood, cutting down trees and areas that are the dead trees, and clearing paths so people can walk. And I have a best friend that she's right by my side. And it's really, truly a place where people show up and they come together and they're like, Jamie, what do we need to do? And we just do it. And so we're doing team building days and where we come and do activities. So it's really cool.
So can I just say that just from what you just said, this is why people feel the connection and the love and the peacefulness when they come to your farm, is because this is where it is grounded from.
Yes.
From a place of love, connection, teamwork, and that just transcends.
It does. And I like the couple that we purchased the property from. Frank is 87 and Mary 72, 3, and they became grandparents to us. And like when I rented a backhoe and needed to do work, when I was off on my photography jobs, Frank was in the backhoe moving the dirt and doing the work. We all work together to make it happen.
You have your friends that you say you had a really close friend, a dear friend that
Yes.
stays by your side, and you have your close friends popping into the farm.
Absolutely.
How would they describe you?
Oh,
I would
goodness.
love to hear these words, because
Yeah.
it's always inspiring to hear what other people say.
Well, I'm driven. I am driven. I got my drive from my parents. My dad was a person that literally, he didn't stop. He was a 100-hour-a-week guy. He worked so hard. He totally took charge. And the funny thing is, he always had a smirk on his face. And it's really kind of funny. Unfortunately, he had a stroke at a young age, and he's the one that said to me, whatever you do in life, don't wait till you're retired, because it's so important to live the life you want to live. So I have that goofy smirk, I have that drive, and some of my friends say I'm a little tough, but I also like to dig deep and have a good time doing it as well.
So it sounds like the perfect combo,
Yeah, for sure.
you know?
Thank you.
Liking to have fun and, enjoy.
Yeah.
But also,
Get it done.
Get it done. Be tough. Tap
Yeah.
into that grit. Get it done.
Grit, yeah.
Awesome. So, how do you get through your days when maybe it's a little bit more challenging at times?
Yeah, one of the things that really, really helps me tremendously is when I am having a hard day. Like today was really, my sister is in hospice right now, so it's, it's all, the thing I'm realizing with life is that we all are going to lose someone we love, and we're all going to go through grief and pain. So I'm not alone in this, but I think that having a place where I open the back door, and Iris, the pig, she's 500 pounds and she's only a year and a half.
Wow.
She's
She's
a
gonna grow
big,
more?
I think so. She has a huge personality, but I open the back door and I'm like, Iris, and she sits up and she starts snorting, and I walk out, and then the goats fly through the field, the horses are neighing, the ducks are quacking, because they all know I have some geese, and geese are very, very loud.
Yeah.
The good thing about geese is they don't let predators sneak in. They let them know that
What kind of attack?
they do, and they're really loud. Well, the funny thing about geese is they let everybody know when Jamie's coming out to feed. So all of the animals greet me, and it's really, in the moments that I feel like I'm sad, I just walk out my back door, and it's so great. And the other thing that I do is when I'm really having a hard day is I take out, we have 17 goats, I take them out of their fenced-in area, and we go for a walk in the 85 acres of trails that my son helped clear. And it's what helps heal me.
Nice.
I think I'm planning a visit. I'm coming out there.
I would love it. I would love for
Absolutely.
anyone that wants to come and enjoy, and whether they like animals or not, there's something for everyone, because it's so great to be in nature and the connection you have, and sometimes you don't even know you need it until you're there.
Right. Well,
And
speaking
how-
of your
yeah.
speaking of your farm,
Yes.
I I understand, based on our conversation, that you are bringing community into your farm and expanding some of the services that you're providing.
Yes.
I'd love for you to share that.
So it's been about 8 months now. We've done a special needs young adult services comes and volunteers at the farm, and it's so wonderful to feel connected and to let everyone do their thing within, you know, safety measures. But it's so much fun to see when they miss a day because it's like bad weather or someone can't come. I always get the text saying they missed everything. They're so excited to come back. And just yesterday they were here, and Josh and Danielle went back. We have baby chicks, so they were picking up the chickens and hanging out with them and the baby ducks. The other really great thing that we're doing is we connected with Eastern Connecticut State University. They are doing an internship program starting in September with us. So that's great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And
help
what will they be
tremendously,
doing?
yeah.
They're going to be working and caring for animals.
Okay.
And helping with all kinds of working with our vets and learning things. And then we're also doing an outreach program with the college so we can reach other people in the community. One of the things is going to be doing reaching community centers to get different groups to come in and do tours and spend time with the animals. And we're doing retreats. It's called Under the Stars. Right now we have it, we're setting it up on the website the next week for the date, so look out for that. But it's a few hours under the stars and doing all the things that really helped me settle in, some Reiki work, some journaling, meditation, sound healing, and some really great things just to recenter yourself.
Beautiful.
Oh, cool. I'd love to see how the animals respond to the
Yeah.
sound healing too. I bet you they
Well, we
love
did
it.
Reiki with the animals, and I had a severely abused pig
Really?
that was never leaving the stall for the whole winter. And now her name is Moo, and she's walking around the field and the pasture, and she's so happy. So Reiki really works.
Love that.
I love Reiki myself.
It's great. It's really
Yes.
great.
Yes. And how do you see like your work has changed from when you started the farm to where it is now? And did you even envision all that is coming to you now?
No, and I think it's because, you know, when we have a plan, we need to grow with the plan because sometimes it's not linear, and it's sometimes really, really important that we make adjustments as things happen. Unfortunately, the loss of my husband changed a lot of things, and so growing a community to help me do the things that maybe necessarily he was going to help me do and all those things, it's now creating a place in my heart that I want to invite people that want to be part of this.
Nice.
That's huge. So, what do you see as next? I mean,
Yeah.
now that you have, let's see, veterinary assistants coming
Yeah.
in, you
Yeah.
have contact with, you know, retreats that are
Yeah.
coming in. What is your vision now? I
Well,
mean, you probably have
it's
many
in
of
the-
these,
it's in
right?
the vision
it's in
board.
the vision board. So can you
Yeah.
paint a picture for us of what's
Absolutely.
coming next, so we can
Yes.
kind of dream with you?
Yeah, one of the main dream of the farm is as you drive into the driveway, straight ahead is a beautiful barn, and it's the creative barn. It's the workshop. It's the place where you come and you do all kinds of activities from pottery to maybe creating journals. I love flower pressing and all these great things. And I want to create a space where people can come and do these workshops in there, and then also add a little shop inside the barn with our merchandise, but then with local artists to sell their, like I have, my daughter has a good friend that makes goat soap because that's part of her ag program project at the high school. She's making soap, and I would love to be able to help the local students and artists.
Okay, so inviting in vendors, that's amazing.
Just so we can
Yeah.
we can all help each other.
So
love
that's
it.
creating an additional community within a community.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So that the
Absolutely.
visitors can come and they can go home with special gifts. There's nothing better than leaving with great memories and things, connecting with your loved ones, your family, and your friends,
Right.
and then leaving with something that you can keep within your house or your sacred space that it brings back those memories.
Amazing.
Absolutely. And can you kind of let people know how they could learn more about the farm, how they could reach out,
Yeah,
and what opportunities are there for people to maybe get involved?
absolutely. Go to our website, blueirisfarm.com, and then the links will be within Silver Linings, I'm sure. But how can you get involved? I would love, love, love for the person watching this today, whether you know someone or yourself, get on our website, make an appointment. I want to meet you. I want to meet your family, your friends, and I want you to come, whether you come and enjoy the farm or you come and be part of one of the programs that we are offering. It would be really great to share this with a lot of Connecticut. People will drive. I had New York families come up because they wanted to get out of the city. I've had Boston families. So it's really a place where people can just come. Please just hop on the website and join us.
And is that true? Like if somebody wanted to schedule their date night,
Yes.
can they do that on the website?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Fun. Family night, date night, game night,
Yeah,
craft night.
absolutely.
It's all here.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's really great. And I have team building events and social workers coming and doing team building events.
I love it.
It's really wonderful. Thank you for
Fantastic.
watching.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And I'm sure people are going to love Blue Iris Farm.
Thank you. I'm honored.
We'll talk to you soon.